Namaste everyone, this is Stephen from YogaWorks, and today we're going to be finding how to access our side body. I realized quite recently actually that I've been thinking a little bit too much in terms of just forward and back, a little bit in 2 dimensions, but of course we're a 3-dimensional being, so it's quite easy to forget not just sort of how your spine is functioned, if you're hollowing or arching your back, but also if there's a side bend, or how is your lateral movement when your limbs go out to the side. So that's what I've been practicing in my home practice, and I would like to share some of these elements with you, because when we get access to the side seam of the body, we make it a little bit stronger, a bit more, we have more conscious awareness of it, maybe we create some space in it. It's going to improve our whole movement capacity. You could say this is also the part of the body that brings the front and the back together. So it's really nice to create a little bit of awareness, space and strength here. And that's exactly what this practice is about. There's a couple of quite strenuous or demanding poses later on, but of course there's always options to modify, and I'll talk you through this. We're going to try and stay at around the level 2. Some of the poses are more level 3, I would say. But just see how you go and rest whenever you need to. That's the advantage of these online classes, of course. Take a moment to settle in a seated pose. You could sit like me on the shins, or cross-legged, or whichever option suits you best. Take a moment to close your eyes and draw your attention inwards before we start moving and paying attention to what's happening in that movement or the pose. It's good to draw our awareness to our inner space. Take a few breaths to just calm your whole system down, allow the mind to settle, allow the body to settle. It's a good start of every practice. And then as we take a few more breaths, I would like to invite you to take the breaths into the side body. See if you can breathe in a little bit more into the sides of the ribs. Almost like you get a little bit wider on the inhale, and how the side ribs can relax and come closer together as you exhale. It might be quite a subtle awareness, but just keep your attention on the side body for a few more breaths. And you might just find there's a whole space there that you can breathe into, which maybe previously you definitely weren't using as much. So it's quite a nice discovery. And see if you can keep a little bit of this throughout our practice together. Let's take 3 more slower breaths together. Exhale all the breath out. And then inhale for 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold your breath for a moment. Stay in this expanded state with the rib cage. And then exhale, deflate. 2, 3, 4, all the breath out, exhale a little bit extra. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, expand sideways and hold. Exhale, let go of any tension. 2, 3, 4, pause for a moment. 1 more together, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold your breath. Exhale, let it go. 2, 3, 4. Nice, you can blink your eyes open. We're still in our seated position. We're going to do a couple of seated side bends. First round, really simple. Place your right hand or fingertips to the right. And let's not lift the arm just yet. Let's keep it just loose by your side and start to side bend. So we're contracting the left, expand the right. Just start here, nice and simple. Start to feel what we're talking about. One side is shortening, one side is lengthening. Let the head just relax to the side like a heavy weight that is pulling the spine over to the left. Did I say right? I don't know. Just go off to one side and then we'll correct it later. And then lift back up. Place the other hand to the other hand, to the other side. It's my right hand. Usually for videos I don't mirror, but I've been teaching some online, in-person classes where I do mirror sometimes. So contract the right side body, open the left, and let the head hang to the sides. Couple of breaths here, just relax and let this whole left side body open. Slowly lift back up to center. Nice. Place your left hand off to the left. Take the right arm up. Start to bend the left elbow and let the right arm go a little bit over the head to the opposite side. Take a few breaths here and then with the right fingertips reach to the opposite side. With the left side body, crunch it together so you get a nice strengthener on the left. Nice opening on the right. Another breath or so, expand the top side of your rib cage and then come back to center, right hand to the right. Left arm lifted up, start to bend the right elbow, contract the right side body. Take the left arm over the head and reach it to straight over the head to the opposite side. Feel the right side is shortening, the left side is lengthening. And you can exaggerate a little bit, really contract on the right and open on the left. Slowly release, back to the first side. This time, place your hand a little bit closer so that your elbow is in your waist here. And then bend this elbow and push it into the side. This just gives us a little bit more tactile awareness of what we're scrunching together. And then do the same, reach the right arm over. Almost imagine you're going to do an arm balance on this left hand. It's quite a good, that's a hard pose, we're not going to do that. But it's a good image to really contract that left side and open the right. Good, lift back up. Right hand a bit closer to your body. You can do the same when you're cross-legged, of course. Connect the elbow to your side. Bend this elbow and then side bend over your arm. Left arm, reach it up and over. Couple of breaths here. Contract the right, open the left. And probably you're likely to feel quite a different sensation if you do this on the left and the right. Nice, back to center. Right hand to the right, normal distance this time. This time round your back and do the same. So now your hand is not going back behind you, it's reaching forward and do the side bend with the rounded back. So we're just trying to get into a little bit of different corners. And just feel how this activates the front of your left side, the left side of the abdomen a little bit more in our rounded position. Because we're flexing the spine, so some of these muscles here in the front are helping with that. That's the main function. And right hand to the right. Left arm over, first round your back, then add the side bend, reach your left arm, not to the side, but a little bit to the top front corner of your mat. Couple of breaths here, really round your back and lean into it. Contract the right side body, but also the front and the right side of your abdomen. Good, come out. We'll do the same with a little back bend. So left hand to the left again, right arm up, lean it a little bit behind you, arch your back, and now add the side bend. So almost like a wild thing kind of feeling, but we're still seated. And now you should feel the left side of your back, your lats, is contracting, is helping to get this movement done. And then slowly release, right hand to the right, left arm up, arch your back, lean the left arm a little bit behind you, and then lean to the right. Left hand is still leaning back. We're arching the back, and I'll see if you can access the right lats, which is a big muscle that covers most of your back on the sides, on the lateral side. And then slowly release. Simple seated twist just to sort of undo this and do a little counter pose. So lengthen the spine up, twist to the left. I like left hand behind me, the right hand can go outside your knee and twist a little bit. These are similar muscles that do side bending and twisting. So just notice that. And as you pull yourself into the twist, mainly with your core, hopefully, you can start to feel which muscles are doing that. And you probably feel something in the left side body and something in the right. One set is the internal obliques, one set is the external obliques. They work together to rotate. Quite a smart system. Return to center, twist to the other side, right hand behind you, left hand outside the right knee. And keep the length in the spine and then squeeze a little bit around the waist, around your sides. And these are the muscles that help you turn to the side. Nice, slowly release, back to center, unwind, coming to a few rounds of cat and cow. You're going straight into it. You don't need much instruction here. I imagine you know exactly what to do. Push the mat away as you inhale into cat. And drop the chest and the belly for the cow pose. Actually, it's exhale into cat, sorry. But if you want to turn the breath around and try to inhale in cat, that's also an option. See if it feels good. One more round. And then settle in the middle. Nice. Now we'll do a little side bend. Think right hip to the right, right shoulder to the right, right ear to the right. Don't lift the head up and don't drop it down too much. Just go straight to the side as best as you can. Try to keep the spine neutral, so it means we're not rounding or arching. And then again, contract the right side body here. Do you have access to these muscles? That's what this class is all about. And then access comes in different levels. You can always get more access, so just work at the level that is available to you now. Then go back to center, neutral spine as best as you can. Go over to the left, left hip, left shoulder, left ear. It's quite a good image to think left ear towards left hip, a pure side bend, and you should feel a little stretch on the right, contraction on the left side. So pull the left side towards each other, contract it, and then return to the center. Now try this in cat pose. So first round your back, and then again right ear to right hip with the rounded spine. You might not go that far, that's okay, but just see what is available and how different this feels to the other option. Keep your back round, go over to the left. So move left ear closer to the left hip. Contract the left side body. Back to center. Now drop into the cow pose, which is the extended spine, the arched back. You don't need to lift your head really high. You're welcome to keep it neutral, but keep the arch in your back as you move right hip to the right, right shoulder to the right, right ear to the right. Shorten the distance in the side body as you contract your back. Back to center, keep the back bend and go over to the left. So you're moving left hip, left shoulder, left ear, all to the left side, and just feel which muscles are engaged here. And then slowly go back to center, push back, downward facing dog. So this is just to normalize, stretch everything out. You're welcome to walk out the feet. And we've done some good work to wake up the side body. So see if you feel some of those results under the armpits, the side of the rib cage, maybe your waist. And then slowly come forward into plank. Lower all the way down for Sphinx pose. You can place your hands together or interlace them, doesn't matter. And then come into forearm plank, just lift the hips a little bit off the mat. Now roll onto the left side, the left outer edge of your foot, the left elbow. You can stack the right foot on top, but actually my preference is to place the top foot in front of the bottom foot. And then you can lift the other arm up. Whatever you do with that hand, make a fist, spread your fingers, but do something active with the hand there. And also you're in a good position to have a look at the hips. Often this top hip leans a little bit back too much or a little bit forward. So see if you can make that straight to the side. Almost like mountain pose, but on your side. Nice, release that. Let's get ready for the other side. Start in Sphinx. A little break for a moment. Forearm plank, tuck your toes under, lift the hips. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack left foot on top or in front. I prefer in front because it gives me access to the inner thighs. And then lift the left arm, pushing the right elbow down. Just check the hips. Are you leaning back with the top hip or is it leaning forward? Would like it to stack over the bottom hip as best as possible. Feel the action in the side body. So this time the right is working really hard to lift us up. Last 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog, make your way back. Nice. Take a few deeper breaths. And then slowly walk forward to the front of the mat. Bend your knees and roll up to standing. Nice, roll the shoulders back. We'll start a little flow. We'll start with a couple of poses and then gradually we'll add up more and more poses at the end. The first time we do a new pose, we'll hold it for a little bit. And then later on when we come back, we'll flow through it and add more poses to the sequence. Place your hands at the heart. Inhale, lift the arms and reach up. Feel the space in your side body. Nice, drop right hand to right hip or side of the leg. Reach the left arm over the head for a straight side bend. And then can you focus not so much on length in the left side body, but on contraction in the right. Almost like with your right hand, you're trying to grab the outer side of your right foot instead of just staying around the knee. So imagine you're reaching down, reaching down, reaching down actively. Slowly lift back up. Normalize your hands. Left hand to left hip. Move your right hand a little bit forward and a little bit to the side of your right foot. Lift the left leg into half moon pose. You can lift the left arm. Remember, first time we'll hold it a little bit. Then the next time we're flowing through it. One more inhale, lift the left leg. Feel this whole left side body is switched on. It's a great pose for this. And then place the left foot down, hang down in ragdoll. Good, roll up to standing. Roll the shoulders back, hands to heart. Second side, inhale, lift the arms, reach up. Exhale the left hand down, right arm reaches over, slide the left hand down. Imagine this left hand is going further down to hold the outside of your foot. I've never seen it done, but just imagine it's a good image and it will help you contract that left side body. Open the right, reach over with your arm and slowly return to center. Half moon pose on the left leg. So take some time to get into it. Right hand, right hip, that's a good start. Left hand a bit forward and to the side. Right leg lifted up, straight to the back of your mat. And then maybe lift the right arm. Couple of breaths here, lift the right leg nice and high. And just feel the right side body is really active here in the right outer hip. One more inhale. Exhale, set the right foot down. Ragdoll, relax. Roll up to standing, nice and slow. Nice. Let's put that together in a little flow. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, right hand down, left arm overhead. Contract the right side body. Maybe you have access to go a little bit deeper. Inhale, back up. Right hand forward, left leg up. 4, half moon pose. Left arm, reach it to the sky. Take a slow breath in. On the exhale, start to bend your right knee. Step the left foot far back. Land softly. Go straight to reverse warrior. Also nice side bending. Yes, we're opening the right side, but focus today on contracting the left. Do you have access to that part? Good, now here we'll bend the left knee for Skandasana. So sink a little bit lower. You can either stay in this left heel, lift the right toes, or if you need to get a little bit lower and you don't have so much space, you're welcome to lift the left heel up. Just keep the spine a little bit upright. Nice. Let's walk back to the other side and change legs in our Skandasana or surfer's lunge. Left toes up. We're squatting inside his right knee. If it feels a bit restricted, mine definitely does. I did quite a serious workout yesterday, so my inner thighs are not so happy with me, so I'm just creating a bit more space by lifting the heel. Feel free to do that. Nice. And then turn to the front of the mat. Step forward and fold. Roll up to standing. Hands to heart. Here we go. Second side. Inhale, lift the arms. Reach up. Left hand down. Right arm overhead. Straight side bend. Contract the left. Reach the left hand down, 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 down. Back up to the center. Half moon. Right hand, right hip. Left hand comes down slow. Find your way into it. Maybe the right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Let me just face the other way so you can see that a bit better. Now bend the left knee and then with control step that right foot back straight into reverse warrior. So we're skipping warrior 2, going straight to the side bend. Contract the right, open the left and lean back. Skandasana, bend the right knee, straighten the left, lower down. You can stay a little bit higher or lift the heel just to find a way to make it happen for your body. That's fine. Don't worry about little details. We'll get more access with practice. That's okay. Walk to the left. Lift the right toes. Nice. Walk to the front, which is now the other side for me. Just step forward and fold. Slow spinal roll, lift back up to standing mountain pose. We're starting off on the right again. We're adding some poses. Before we do that, hands to heart, take a breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Right hand down, left arm up. Reach straight over to the side, side bend. Nice, from here, you can come up and do half moon, or you can just lift the left leg, lift the left arm, and go straight from your side bend into half moon pose. Bit unusual, so that's too much, then just split the two apart and find your way into them. Step the left foot back, reverse. Now Skandasana, left knee bends, right leg straightens. Walk to the right leg, do the same on the other side. And then this might be a new transition for you, but I really like it. We're walking over the right side, so we're turning into a lunge for a little moment, right foot forward. And then I'll keep turning the feet away to the other side into this sort of a hammock. So my right foot is down, my right knee is up, and the left leg is straight. Reach with your right arm to the left. Nice, we'll do two little lifts here. Lift up the hips, reach over the head, lower down. One more, lift up, reach over, and lower down. Okay, let's do one more just to get back to center. Reach up and over, and step to the front. Back to start. Roll up to standing. Take a moment. Inhale, lift the arms. Left hand down, right arm side bend. Contract the left side body a lot. Either lift back up and make your way into half moon, or lift the right foot, lift the right arm and swivel. A really nice transition to practice your balance. Engage the side body. Maybe this left hand doesn't even touch the mat. If you want to strengthen more, bend the front knee. Step back with control. Reverse the warrior. I was going to say half moon. Reverse the warrior. Straight into Skandasana. Squat inside the right knee. And then sneak to the other side. Skandasana on the left leg. From here, turn into a lunge. So we're facing over the left leg. Left foot is forward. And turn both sets of toes to the left side. Rest on the right hand, and then the hips can just hammock down. Reach the left arm towards the back of your mat. Two lifts, here we go. Push everything down, lift the hips up, reach your left arm over the head. That's one, come back down. Again, lift up. Come back down. And then last one, just to get to the front of the mat, lift up, hands down, step to the front. Take a moment to hang down. You can hold opposite elbows if you like, and take a breath. Slowly roll up to standing. Here we go. Adding more poses. Inhale, lift the arms. Right hand down, left arm up, side bend to the right. Option, hover the left foot. And then everyone make your way into half moon pose. If you'd like to, just swivel into it from that side bend we did earlier. Maybe hovering the right foot. Not the right foot, the right hand above the mat. I'm not sure what's wrong with my instructions today. So don't believe everything I say. Step back, reverse your warrior, lean back. Skandasana. So if I say foot, I probably mean hand. If I say side, I probably mean a half moon or something. And then sneak to the right. Nice, then do that swivelly thing. Walk over the right foot, turn the feet to the outside. Two lifts. Lift up one, lower down. Lift up two, lower down. Lift up, 3 down dog. I know I keep saying 2 lifts and it's actually 3. Just add it to my list of funny mishaps today. All right, lift the heels really high. From here, lower both heels to the right so that your feet are in front of each other. And then still do down dog, but now you turn a little bit sideways, so feel the right side body nice and active. I like this one. And then lean a little bit forward into a sort of, like you couldn't decide, should I do side plank or normal plank? And then lift the hips up. 2 more. Lean forward plank. Lift the hips up. Last one, lean forward plank. This time hold. See if you can lift the left hand off the mat. And harder still, see if you can lift the right foot and bring the knee into the front here. You can hold this knee if it's a little bit feeling a bit heavy, or if you don't need that support, you can reach the left arm up. Nice. From here, place the left hand down. Step your right foot around the right hand. Lower the left knee down. Good. Just walk both hands over to the top left corner of your mat, away from this right knee and foot. And then just turn your chest down to the mat. Walk the right hand a bit further forward and press the right hand down. Good. Slowly release. Step to the front and relax for a moment. Roll the spine back up. Take your time, no rush. So even though our sequence gets a bit more intense, the breath needs to move continuously. We don't need to rush it. So keep it unrushed, hands to heart. Here we go. Inhale, lift both arms. Left hand down, right arm up. Stretch to the left, side bend. Contract the left side, more. Option, lift the right foot. You could go from here into your half moon, or if that's just not a good idea for you at the moment, then don't do it. Oops, lost my balance. That's all fine. Half moon, maybe hovering the bottom arm. See how it goes. And then we're going to reverse warrior. Land softly, lean back, stretch away. Skandasana, the surfer, bend the right knee and squat down low. Walk to the first side. Skandasana, the surfer, on the other side. Nice, briefly into lunge, just to get into our hammock side plank. Really nice outer hip stretch and work. 3 lifts, let me just tell you the truth from now on. Lift up, lower down. 2 more, lift up, lower down. Last one, lift up and come into down dog. In down dog, lift the heels high. Lower both heels to the left so that your feet are more or less in front of each other. Lift the hips up high and feel the left side body contract. Right side body is probably lengthening. And then go forward into a sort of side-facing plank and push back. Again, forward and back. Last one. Forward. If it's possible, lift the right hand. If it's possible, lift the left knee and the left foot off the mat. Maybe reach the top hand up, or if you need to hold this knee to lift it a little bit higher, then you can. 3, 2, 1. Step your left foot outside the left hand. Lower the right knee down. Walk both hands over on the diagonal, so to the right. Left hand goes extra far, just wiggle your fingers a little bit more forward, and then lower the chest down to face the mat. Settle in for a few breaths. Some unusual poses here, but lucky there's little breaks like this one, just to catch our breath. Nice. Walk back to center. Step forward, forward fold. Let the head hang. Prepare yourself mentally. We're going to be doing this whole little flow one more time, so that it becomes part of our toolbox of movements. You might even do it by yourself if you remember the sequence. Nice. Bend your knees, roll up to standing. Mountain pose. Here we go, hands to heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Right hand down, stretch to the left, to the right, side bend. Move the right hand down, 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 down. Option, lift the left foot, push the right foot down. And then other option, swivel into half moon. Take your time. Move with control, with skill, but also feel free to modify if this is not available to you right now. Bend the front knee, step back and reverse straight away. Bend the front knee. Skandasana. Squat inside the left leg, lift the right toes. Sneak to the other side. Turn into the hammock. So right toes to the right. Both sets of toes to the right, actually. 3 lifts. Lift up, lower down. Lift a little bit higher and lower. Last one, lift and go straight into downward facing dog. Lift the heels high. Lower your heels to the right. 3 times. Inhale to plank. Exhale to push back. 2 more. If you don't need this left hand, you can do it on one hand. Push to plank. Push back to sort of down dog. 1 more. Inhale to plank. Instead of pushing back, lift the right knee. Lift it a little bit higher. Other option, if it's available, you can pull or hold this right foot straight in the leg and lift it up. 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot around the right hand. Well done. Lower the left knee down. Walk the hands out on the diagonal. Take a moment. Nice. From here, step forward into a little squat with the feet together. I'll show you from this side, but you can still face the front of your mat, no problem. Turn the knees a little bit left. Hook the left elbow over the right thigh. Place the hands so that they go straight forward to the front of your mat, so the knees go off from diagonal. And then lean forward over the fingertips. Lean, 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 lean. Maybe lift both feet up. And then scrunch the top of your side body, your left side, together to lift the feet a little bit higher. Good. Come down. Ragdoll at the front. Let everything just disappear. Empty out whatever's happened before. It's in the past. Whatever's coming next, well, we don't know. So we may as well enjoy this little restful moment. Actually, you do have an idea of what's coming. We'll repeat the sequence on the left side. So when you're ready, roll up to mountain Tadasana. Hands to heart, slow breath in, slow breath out. Inhale, lift the arms, reach up tall. Left hand down, side bend to the left, contract the left side body a lot. Pull yourself into it. If you can, lift the right foot. You can put it down, go into half moon, or swivel on the left leg. For most people, standing on the left leg is a little bit harder than on the right. So go easy on yourself. If you fall out a lot of times, or once or twice, it's fine. Bend the front knee, step it back, and reverse. You're starting to know this sequence. It becomes part of your movement vocabulary. Skandasana, squat inside the right thighs. Hopefully your inner thighs are starting to open up a little bit. Sneak to the left. Walk over the left foot. Turn the toes to the left side and hang down. 2.5 lifts. Here we go. Lift up, push everything down on the mat, whatever is touching, and lower down. Lift and lower. Lift just to go into down dog. Place your hands at the front and step back straight away. Lift your heels. Lower the heels to the left side. Push the hips up and back. Inhale to sort of plank with the feet sideways. Exhale, push back. If you don't need this right hand, then lift it up. Now go to sort of side plank. Back to down dog to the side. One more. Halfway to the plank. Either stay here, you might still have the right hand down, that's okay. Or if it's available, lift the left foot, left knee. Maybe lift the knee up. Maybe hold the left foot in your right hand and lift that foot a little bit up. 3, 2, 1. We're stepping forward, so do the best you can. Giant step to the front. Your foot, your toes especially, might actually be off the mat. It's quite nice to have that space, and then walk your hands in the opposite direction for nice stretchy little side bend. We're still contracting the right side body a little bit. We're not just hanging out completely. And then slowly come out. I owe you one side crow to the other side, so step your feet together. Move the knees to the right diagonal. Remember, the front of your mat that's how you're going to place your hands. Fingers straight to whichever way you're facing to. Hands shoulder distance apart, and squeeze the fingertips a little bit into the ground of the mat. Nice. From here, lift the hips a bit. Lean your chest forward over the fingertips until your feet become lighter, maybe they lift up. And then contract the right side body to sort of clean up your side crow, you could call it. Slowly release. Sit down. Well done. Nice strong sequence. Lots of side body strength and stretching. And some unusual movements. So congratulate yourself for giving this a try, for getting unstuck in your practice, and for being kind on yourself if it didn't work out quite how you had planned. Nothing usually does. So take a moment, lengthen the spine, ground the sit bones, and activate the legs and the feet, whatever that looks like for you. If this feels really impossible, it's super uncomfortable for you, then I'd recommend elevate the hips a bit. So sit up on a block, a blanket, a cushion somewhere. That's going to help to create some more space. From here, just turn over the left leg. So same thing, we just turn the chest slightly over the one leg, and maybe if you have a bit more space, you can walk the hands slightly forward over that leg. You can hold your foot if it's right there, but there's no need. I often prefer not to, actually. So that it helps me remember to do more of the work on the inside and from my center rather than with an external force like the hands. Take a few breaths here, and rather than pushing really hard in these last stretches, just allow them to help you soften after these movements we've done. And maybe as we've warmed up these muscles quite a bit with these active movements, you might just have a bit more access to stretch into them. And then slowly lift up, lengthen the spine. Turn to the right leg. You're welcome to stay here, this might be plenty. Or you can walk your hands a bit over the right leg. Take a few moments. Soften where you can. Just a mild twist, a mild side bend perhaps, but keep it mild. Don't push too hard. The legs are still active. If this left leg becomes a little bit lighter as you move to the right, there's no big problem with this. Sometimes we like to avoid this, but if the left hip lifts a bit, then nothing serious is going to happen. And then slowly lift back up. Nice. Now we'll do more of a pure side bend. Lower the left elbow towards your left knee. You can rest it here or go a little bit inside. That's all fine. Lift the right arm up and then reach the right arm over the head. So in the direction of this foot. Most of the time I just like to dangle the arm. I feel like if I reach for the foot, I can reach it, but I'm losing some of the leaning back of that right shoulder and the effect of gravity inviting me down slowly. So make good choices there. Take another deeper breath. Slowly you can roll out of this one and come back up, and then right elbow towards the right thigh or on top of the right knee, or a little bit inside it if that works for you. Left arm lifted up, reach the left arm over the head and hang out. For these last few poses, it's good to let the breath do a bit more of the internal work so that we don't have to push and pull at the end of our session. We want to end on a nice, relaxing note. Take another deeper breath into your left side body. And then slowly release, roll out to the middle and straighten back up. Nice, and just bring the legs together and take a minute or two for Shavasana, just lying down on your back. Open the hands, relax the feet out to the side. Take a moment to feel the sides of the body, left and the right, and hopefully experience a bit more access to this part of the body. Maybe your breath moves through it, maybe it feels a bit more open, maybe it feels a bit more stable. And then let go of that focus as well. And for a moment, just let your mind do whatever it wants. And start to take a few deeper breaths. Gently move your hands and move your feet. Bend your knees, roll over onto your favorite side. And then slowly push up to sitting. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. Touch your hands to your forehead, to your heart, and bow to yourself on the mat. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I loved having you here on the other side of this technology, and I hope to see you here again soon. Take care.